boys and girls. Today, Miss Spears and I are going to be teaching together. So you will see me part of the time and you will see Miss Spears part of the time. And I will be showing you the pictures in Waiting for the Biblioburro. I want you to listen as she begins your lesson.
Hello, fantastic first graders, and welcome back to Wit and Wisdom Incense. My name is Tanisha Spears, and I am ready to jump right back into our learning. But before we do, let's make sure you are ready for the lesson by gathering your materials. For this lesson, you will need your copy of Waiting for the Biblioburro, if you have one, your Wit and Wisdom Incense journal, and a pencil. Pause the video now if you need to get your materials. We have already identified the problem and resolution in Waiting for the Biblioburro. And today we will be thinking about this question. What does looking at the main character reveal to us? One more time. What does looking at the main character reveal to us? Now remember, reveal means to find hidden information. So as we revisit or closely read parts of the book today, we are going to be finding new information or hidden information about the main character, Anna. Are you ready? Let's get back into the book. Let's start with pages 1 and 3. First, we'll read page 1 and then page 3. If you have the book, follow along as I read. If not, just listen carefully.
Okay, now I am going to review pages 1 and 3. Here we go. Waiting for the Biblioburro. On a hill behind a tree, there is a house. In the house, there is a bed, and on the bed, there is a little girl named Anna, fast asleep, dreaming about the world outside and beyond the hill. And here is page 3. When Anna wakes up to the rooster's kiri kiri, Poppy is already at work on the farm, and Mommy is busy in the garden. Anna bathes her little brother and feeds the goats and collects the eggs to sell at the market.
I want you to think for a minute. What just changed for Anna? What just changed for Anna? Tell your learning partner, or if they're not available, just say it aloud. What just changed for Anna? Here's what I think. Anna is sleeping and dreaming about the world outside of her village. And then she wakes up to begin doing chores on her family's farm. Did you think that? I'm sure you did. Now I want you to think about this question. What does Anna's dream tell us about what she might want? What does Anna's dream tell us about what she might want? Think about that for a second. Share it with your learning partner. Here's what I think. I think that Anna's dream tells us that she wonders about places outside of her village and that she is curious about the world. The reason I think that Anna is curious about the outside world is because on page 1, it describes her dreaming about the world outside beyond the hill. But then on page 3, she wakes up and is helping out on her family farm. To explore Anna's dreams and reality more deeply, I'm going to read a little more. As I read, listen carefully for evidence that shows when Anna's actions shift between reality or something that is real to her dreams.
Now it's my turn to read. One night, Anna dreams she is flying over her country on a butterfly's back. In her dream, she crosses mountains and oceans and rivers and jungles, bringing stories everywhere she goes. Stories fly from her mouth and fingers like magic, falling into the hands of the children waiting below. When Anna wakes up, she misses Alpha and Beta and the Biblioburro's books. She remembers that the librarian told her that she could write a book, and so, with paper and string and colored pencils, she does. Finally, when Anna thinks she'll never see the Biblioburro again, she wakes up to "Iya! Iya!" and children yelling. She runs down the hill with her library books and a special surprise of her very own. "I wrote this cuento for you," she says. "Que bueno," the librarian says, and then he reads her story to the children under the tree.
What do you notice about Anna's dream? In other words, what does Anna dream about? What do you notice? Tell your learning partner. Here's what I notice. Anna dreams about the outside world. She dreams of telling stories to the children waiting around the country. I wonder, what do you notice about Anna's dreams and her reality? Tell your learning partner. Now what you're going to do is you are going to take a minute to record or draw one scene from Anna's dreams and one scene from her reality. One more time, you're going to draw one scene from Anna's dreams and one scene from her reality.
So get out your journal now. On one side, you might write the word D for dreams, and you could write or draw about something that Anna dreamed about. Label it with a D for dreams. Then write or draw on the other side of the page about her reality, things that really happened. And you could label them with an R for reality. Make sure you pause the video while you do this. Okay, now we're going to read one final section of the book to find out how another dream connects to Anna. When it's time to go, Anna's book is packed carefully on the burro's back, ready to be carried away over the hills and through the fields to another child who is asleep on a bed, in a house, on a hill, behind a tree, dreaming of Alpha and Beta and all the new stories the Biblioburro will bring.
Let's go back to page 1 now that I've read that. Let's go back to page 1. On a hill behind a tree, there is a house. In the house, there is a bed, and on the bed, there is a little girl named Anna, fast asleep, dreaming about the world outside and beyond the hill. Now think, how are the beginning dreams similar to the dreams at the end? How are the beginning dreams similar to the dreams at the end? And how are they different? Share with your learning partner. How are the dreams similar and how are they different?
Remember that similar means the same. So think about the beginning of the story and the end of the story. How are the dreams the same and how are they different? Talk about that with your learning partner.
Here's what I think. In the beginning, Anna is dreaming of the world, and then she is dreaming about telling stories to other kids. And then in the end, A boy is dreaming about the story that Anna wrote. So, Anna's book helped connect her to the rest of the world. Oh my, we have learned so much about Anna. Now, let's get ready to write about her.
Now, before we do our writing about Anna, I want you to take a little break. Take some time to stretch. You could go do a go noodle on Clever, walk around, get ready, because in a minute you're going to come back and do some writing. During this time, you could also go ahead and take a picture of your work about reality and her dreams and put that in the slides so that it's ready to go.